I don't think that they physically are attracted to bow-legged as much as they think it implies like a motherfucker that rides a horse and shit.
I feel like it implies a vitamin deficiency.
It doesn't look healthy.
It looks crazy.
It doesn't look like a
We're
winner.
not doing the podcast yet, right?
I think we can use all of this whenever.
Well, never mind.
Oh, you have something more.
I'm just going to type a name into the chat. You ever seen that nigga wear shorts?
Sure. Yeah.
He looks
like his shit's crazy.
Looks like God had an accident.
It looked like God took a stick and went between his legs like this.
Bang, bang, bang. Looks like you could throw like a bouncy ball on one side of them and they would just...
Yeah.
The government growing babies. Microchips in your anus. All koala bears are racist. The ozone layer owes me money. Martians invented turkey stuffing. Y'all can't tell me nothing.
Love that chicken from Popeyes. There it is. There it is.
I don't like that.
Greetings to you little mamas and you Gentiles alike. Welcome to another phenomenal episode of My Mama Told Me.
The podcast where we do not love the Popeyes thing, but also we dive deep into the pockets of black conspiracy theories.
And we finally worked to prove, I have a Popeyes one today, and we finally worked to prove that Popeyes intentionally had that man murdered during the 2019 Popeyes chicken sandwich renaissance in order to boost the sales around the supposed perfect chicken sandwich that destroyed our communities. This was all an inside job. They murdered that man on purpose. Please.
First of all, supposed perfect chicken sandwich?
All I'm saying is niggas were standing miles and miles in lines for that sandwich. They are not doing that currently. It was a great sandwich when it hit. But let's not pretend like it has that same bang it used to have.
We didn't have anything to do. We were in the house. That's part of it.
Yeah.
Give me a better fast food chicken sandwich.
I would go so far, and I apologize to the community that this affects, but Chick-fil-A, I would say their deluxe spicy sandwich to me is a better sandwich as a whole.
Someone get this jigaboo away from me.
That's...
I could see your eyes looking for that one.
Yeah.
You
know exactly what's going to happen.
I can feel it.
That's crazy. And Chick-fil-A is amazing. Are you talking about, okay, here's the real question. Chick-fil-A, do you like the spicy deluxe or just the spicy?
Oh, I'm spicy deluxe. Give me the full experience is what I say. Nothing? No, that's the wrong answer for you. You just like chicken, bread, spicy, pickle.
Well, yeah.
That's it.
Get that cheese out of here.
I don't put cheese on it. Yeah. Oh, yes, I do. Maybe
they put cheese on it.
Yeah,
you can add bacon on it.
That's true.
I just want some bread and some chicken, man.
That's
just
fair.
But I don't. That Popeyes is good, man.
So you think that we were just independently murdering each other over the amazingness of this sandwich?
We've murdered each other over a lot of amazing things. Don't be that. Jordans are still cool. There's an entire research team that goes into making that shoe. It looks cool.
But what I would argue, and I don't disagree with you, what I would argue is there's a reason we are not murdering each other in the recent drops of Jordans, but we're murdering each other over the previous drops of Jordans.
Yeah, because Team Jordans suck. They're bad now.
I'm saying that even the fucking Jordans ain't good no more. They're not that no more. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about like fucking 3s and 13s and shit. I'm saying that like the 28s or whatever the fuck number he's on, nobody wants them shit.
That's true. I don't even know when they come out anymore.
Nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah, I never noticed. I'm like, oh, you got the new Jordan. Okay. I think that it was more of a timing thing that this chicken sandwich is still delicious.
It was a fantastic chicken sandwich. I'm just saying.
Okay, because I feel like you were playing it like it was like.
No. Spectacular chicken sandwich.
Okay.
I don't casually dismiss the quality of this chicken sandwich. I'm only saying that there are rare moments in history that have a larger effect on a population than the drop of this chicken sandwich that feels insane. It doesn't feel...
it's like that was our moon landing? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it doesn't feel just like we're addicted to chicken. Feels like a reasonable explanation for the amount of mayhem that this chicken sandwich launched into our lives.
It was going nuts.
It went fucking crazy, man.
Did you get it when it was cool?
I did. I was in a writer's room at the time, so we could send minions out to go bring them back and shit. Yeah, of course.
Oh, you didn't even do your own dirt? I was in that line, 10 toes down.
I eventually got to the line, but when it was like crazy, where like only 6 niggas had it and they were all being hyperbolic as shit, I got in there, and that's a different experience than... Eventually, you know what I mean? Everybody's had it. We've all agreed it's good.
You know what it felt like is like when your friends started having sex before you?
Yeah.
And you were like, I got to do it.
Shantae, what you doing this weekend?
Yeah.
You trying to hang out?
And all your friends are like, it's crazy.
Shantae, I've always wanted to hang out with you. You trying to hang out? Can we hang out?
Yeah. She's like, you only talk to me on the bus.
Yeah, but I'm trying to change that, baby girl. I'm trying to get to know you.
Yeah, I want to talk to you in the basement.
I want to build with you for a while. Long time. Invest.
Oh, this is all very real.
Yeah. Well, I'm Langston Kerman.
I'm David Gborie.
And we're here. We're doing a Langston and David and Langston episode. For all you lil mamas. All you lil mamas. A few people have self-identified on the road for me.
Same people are coming up saying, oh, by the way, I gotta say this. Shout out to the lil mama. Man, I had a man in Worcester, Massachusetts. This couple that were like, they had been together. It was a man and a woman. It
sounds like you cucked a man.
No. I'm steepling, so you know it's good. Mother, they had been together. And then the situation, let me maintain this right. They had been together, and then they broke up because she was gay. This was 2 years ago. Now they were together at the show, but with neither of their respective mates.
So they now have different partners that had agreed to come to this show together merely as friends.
But neither of their partners were there.
Damn.
We had a good time. But anyway, shout out to them. They were great. They were so nice.
I like that you're like, shout out to them just because I've learned all your messy little business. So yeah, one time for y'all.
I'm going to be honest. I got about 15 minutes out of it. They clocked it in the back.
Well, if we're just shouting out random good interactions, there was a lady I asked who had kids in Wilmington, North Carolina, who I said, who in the audience has kids? And then she went like this. And, and buddy, you know I worked on that for a good 10. Just a chef's kiss, bitch. What kind of response is that? And she was a good time. And then her husband showed up, and he was a good time. It was a good time all around.
Oh, I love it and I'm not advocating crowd work, but I love it when they're bad parents.
It was a perfect answer for whatever the fuck they had going on.
What are we talking about?
Okay, we got an email.
Yeah, okay.
This is a Langston and David episode, but we're gonna talk emails. We're gonna chill out. We'll probably make up some other shit. No, we're playing it loose.
Also, you guys know we make the format. You don't. You're still gonna listen. You're still here, right?
What are you gonna run away because we're breaking our rules? Shut up. Just listen.
Yeah.
Call the police, bitch. Yeah. What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
You freaky frog! You freaky frog! You're a freaky frog! You fucking freaky frog! You're a freaky frog!
It's that gap that always gets me. I'm always like, he's done, and then there's that big old gap.
Every time I try to leave, he keeps pulling me back.
Man.
That's how I feel about that clip.
What is that from?
I have no idea. I thought you got it.
I probably did. I was hoping maybe you remembered in some way. No,
I don't think
that was.
I don't even think it's a particularly black thing. I think it's just a funny thing on the internet.
Yeah, well, it is the funniest thing on the internet to be that angry at somebody who I guess is a freaky frog.
Yeah, I think it's a cartoon, right? I think.
I dare not speculate. Let's let our imaginations be bold and adventurous in this moment. Let's not pigeonhole ourselves.
You're right. I don't want to be hamstrung. Is that a term? I feel like I keep saying it, but I don't know if it's right.
I don't know, but when you said it, I thought of that LL Cool J headstrong head.
Oh, head rung. We're about to get a head rung.
Yeah.
We're about to get Man, can we acknowledge that he had about 5 good years of rapping and about 20 bad ones?
Yeah, LL, he had waves, man. He really
because did he have 2 albums? He had Mr. Smith, and he had whatever one with I'll crush you like a jelly bean.
No, because in the late 90s,
what songs, Langston?
The sexy shit. That's when he hit that sexy wave.
That was on Mr. Smith. Doing it. Doing it. Wow.
There was like a late 90s, 2000s LL that was like the A. Marie. Remember that song he had with A. Marie?
It's just one thing that got me to...
No, that's her own shit. There was a song that was like him on a yacht in all white. And this is after he gets like super jacked. He has that white tank top and a white Kango. As is tradition.
Every LL Cool J song. He's just like the bad boy in Backstreet Boys. That's not cool.
Sometimes I sit back and reminisce. He says some shit like that.
He always says that. Sometimes I sit in my room alone and stare at the wall. In the back of my mind, I reminisce to y'all. Hold on, I'm looking it up. LL Cool J, A. Marie.
Yeah.
Paradise?
Yeah, come on. That was a great song.
No, how's this go?
That was a solid album.
It was not a solid album. 10?
Yeah,
That's the album that had Headsprung on it.
Yeah, I remember being like, LL's back, baby.
You were wrong. You were wrong. You were wrong. You were wrong. You don't know it. No, I'm looking at it. You don't know any of these songs.
All right. Well, name them. Name a few. Let's see.
Born to Love You.
Come on. That's the one where he was born and then he was like, I love you.
Love You Better.
I love you better. You do remember Love You Better. I'm gonna love you better. You do know that song.
That's a bad song. Paradise.
Paradise, come on. A. Marie was bad. He was buff. They did it all.
Faha. F-A-H-A.
That was his ode to the Middle East, I believe.
Shut up. Shut the fuck up. All right, give me something for this next song, genius. Number 6 on the track, Niggy Nuts. That's what it says.
Is it really Niggy Nuts?
It's N-I-G-G-Y space N-U-T-S, not even Z.
Gborie, here's my problem with you. And I feel like we have to get this all out on the floor.
All right, let's get it.
You have prioritized for some reason, in this argument, you are prioritizing so many of the things that I know you fundamentally do not believe. If a grown man in his 40s at this point, because LL is damn near 88 in today's age, when that very old man sat down and wrote down Niggy Nuts, in any other circumstance, you would think that's phenomenal. You would laugh. You would be eternally proud of him. But simply because you want him to be a bad rapper, you're choosing the opposition, and that's not right. That's not fair. That's not who you are, my man.
I want you to know this. If your prayers include me to stop drinking, stop smoking,
and stop having fun and stop watching these little bitches pop their ass. If your prayers include any of those things, they're not going to work because I'm rejecting them all, and I will be continuing in my same wicked ass motherfucking ways. I guess that's the way you want to put it.
I'll be real, Langston.
Yeah.
I took a long, hard look, and you got me.
Come on, man. I just want the best for you, and you ain't being your best self right now.
I do love that he said Nicky Nuts. I think
Nicky Nuts is crazy, bro.
I think it's so funny.
That's worth it. That's worth the album price alone.
Yeah, I would buy it. I would buy tickets to anything if that's all the tickets said.
You walk into a Coconuts music. Did y'all have Coconuts? I don't know what your shit was.
Nicky Nuts.
All right. You walk into a Nicky Nuts. You pick up the LL Cool J CD. You turn it around, and it says number 6, Nicky Nuts. Come on, man. What are you gonna do? You gotta buy it.
I'm gonna steal it probably.
Yeah, you got to have it. Is the important part.
I'm gonna take my house keys. I'm gonna slice through the plastic and that sticker on the top, pop it out.
That's so crazy that was the only way they could guarantee we wouldn't steal is by a piece of saran wrap on the outside with a marker on it. That, like, if I take the saran wrap off, I'm free, y'all.
Brother, it's going in this Echo hoodie my mom bought me. It's a 2X because she thinks I'm growing. She doesn't know it's for stealing. It's going to go in there next to 6 Baby Ruths and a pack of condoms I'm never going to use. Because that's what you steal.
That's a good steal list. I wasn't a thief myself, but...
Okay, don't. It sounds very judgy. It feels very judgy over here.
I myself was a law-abiding citizen, but...
You never had a stealing phase.
I stole once from... We had a store in our neighborhood, a grocery store called Dominic's. And there was, this was back when grocery stores had like true toy sections and shit. You remember that?
Could get like a cap gun.
Yeah, you can get cap guns. They had like the low grade, like popular toys. So it'd be like Ninja Turtles toys, but not the ones that you wanted.
Yeah, like not the ones you would show off out of the house, but you'd play with them inside.
Yeah, hell yeah. You'd be like, nah, this is still made by the actual company. So it's pretty legit Ninja Turtle shit. But it's not my best Ninja Turtle shit. So I'll show you that later.
Yeah. I got the one that shoots the pieces out of his back inside.
Yeah, no, for sure. I got Raphael in a trench coat, but I also I think these pieces are pretty cool too. But I stole some X-Men figurines from there, and I felt such immense guilt for like literally months and months after that I debated somehow bringing them back to the grocery store and just returning them to where I left them.
No, that's insane. Without
the packaging, presuming that the grocery store would like somehow just feel grateful to have their things returned to them.
Yeah, I get it though. Do you remember which figurines? Like, was it like good X-Men or was it like Rogue? Or like not even Rogue. Rogue was good. Was it like Jubilee?
No, it wasn't Jubilee, but it wasn't the best. I think one of them was Wolverine.
That's great.
And I think another one was like a bad guy that I wasn't very aware of.
Right.
And so it was like, yes, great Wolverine, but also I don't really want this motherfucker. And so I'm just making up fights that I don't quite understand. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even know what his powers are, nothing. And so I think that also weighed in on it, where it was like, this wasn't even worth it. I don't even know if you know what I mean? Who am I if that?
You know who I liked was Bishop.
Oh, Bishop was dope.
Nigga had a curl.
Yeah.
I don't even know if he had powers. I think he just had a curl and a big ass gun. I'm pretty sure, right?
Like a black man with hair that soft? Come on, man. You must be a mutant.
Like, what was Bishop's powers? Do you remember?
I think he had the power to charge things because that was why he carried that gun. He could like charge it up to like make it more powerful than it was supposed to be.
That's not good.
Yeah, I don't remember it being.
That sucks.
I don't remember it being an enviable power. Okay. Bishop can absorb energy, either ambient or directed towards him, and can project that energy from his body in the form of concussive blasts. Right. That's why he carried the gun all the time, because he would like store up energy or gather energy from other places and then shoot it through his gun. It's
Feels like a dude with a curl and a gun.
Yeah, and it's like, bro,
like that's what it was first. And then they were like, we have to give a reason
why he's the dude with the curl and the gun.
Like they drew him and they were like, all right, we got.
You know what this show is missing? Niggas with guns.
One of the bullies from House Party.
This is where their tragic story goes. I love that. So they get arrested. They go to jail because and obviously the system eats them up. These are boys without families, without any connections to the outside world. So the system eats them the fuck alive.
They have no chance.
And then the government starts doing experiments on them, which causes one of them to get weird mutant-like powers, but not good ones.
Not good ones.
Thus making Bishop the time-traveling blaster man.
Yes.
I love it.
Right?
I love everything about it.
Because I'm going to Google a bit. I'm looking at him, and he
looks unbelievably like the big one.
That was
spot on, my
good
man.
reference.
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, I'd say it's pretty good. All right, we need to take a break. We're going to come back with more David and Langston and more My Mama Told Me.
My man's supposed to schmeat his meat with this shit, bro. What the fuck?
We are back talking about not a goddamn thing.
Not a drip, not a dollop.
Doesn't need to be. Doesn't need to be. Also, do you remember that those guys were also a singing group? The bad guys from House Party?
I vaguely remember that. It was not front of mind, no, but I do remember now that they were sort of a singing group.
I believe they were called Sonic Force. Let me see.
Hell yeah. What a beautiful time in
in pop culture?
Yeah, in pop culture, where like your biggest bullies were three R&B niggas.
They were swole though.
Yeah, okay. They were pretty buff.
There's a lot going on here when you Google bad guys in House Party. Okay, House Party. I'm not going to donate. Can we sidebar? Are you ever going to donate to Wikipedia?
To Wikipedia? No.
Yeah, same.
If it dies, it dies.
Yeah, same.
I don't know. No.
I just
never
can't.
once.
Like, I have to give you my money.
No. You guys are a real net zero in terms of like your contributions. Yes, you made searching for information about things very easy, but the amount of lies and manipulation and deceit, no, I'm not helping.
I can't. You gotta get on this. I don't think I'm good at research enough.
What are we looking for? What their
group was called, the bad guys in the House Party. And who wrote those weird? It was always like, I smell pussy, and then we're gonna kick your fucking ass.
Ain't My Type of Hype was made by Full Force.
Yeah, and that's Ain't My Type of Hype, baby.
Yeah. Oh, that was their song?
Ain't My Type. Yeah, I think so.
Fuck.
Let me see. Hold on.
No, I found the music video.
It's them?
I'm looking now to guarantee it, because music videos used to have intros and shit.
I loved that.
Yep, it sure is.
Oh no, that's crazy time.
Yeah, it's more of them. I think there's like a bigger band. There's a lot of them. There's like 7 or 8 niggas.
Oh, for real? Are they all that big?
Those 3 are the biggest and most handsome, so you kind of see how they ended up being the guys. The music video truly hasn't even started yet.
That sounds right. I like that though. I like it when it takes forever.
Yeah. Especially for 28 dudes you barely know.
That's not even my favorite house party song though. Yeah, okay.
But that's kind of crazy. Kid and Play were putting on their homies and like being like, yeah, you'll star in the movie.
Could you ever do the Kid and Play?
Oh yeah.
With the foot and then the
I could do it up until you have to turn around, which is the more challenging. Yeah. I know what the moves are, but you really got to have a partner in that shit.
No, they were talented. Those guys were talented.
Yeah.
You know what I always liked was when he said, pull up the hot top fade and I'm out of here.
I'm gonna go so far as to guess
the answer.
You were a Play guy.
Of course I was a Play guy.
Yeah, you were a Play the whole time.
Were you a Kid guy?
Of course I was a Kid guy. I saw myself in him.
I don't want to say this is a light skin, dark skin thing.
I think it 100% is. I think that's why they teamed up the way that they did.
And that's why we felt the way we felt.
And I think I will go so far as to say, I think that is why they are one of those few unifying groups that cross like your genres in hip hop and shit.
That's fair because there are light skin and dark skin groups, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wu-Tang is a dark skin group.
Yeah, exactly. Jodeci, that's the darkest a group can get.
It's as black as the night.
And then there are like the Fat Boys, I would argue, is a light skinned group.
Even with Cool Rock Ski, who looks a lot like me.
Yeah.
Light skinned group.
It's a light skinned group.
It's a light skinned group. You're right. Yeah. Who else is a light skinned group? Do you remember the group Playa?
I don't remember them, no.
The music, you can't stop your hands, it's the music.
That Louis Armstrong song sounds pretty close.
Don't do that to me. I don't. just because I can't sing R&B like your people.
I see skies of blue. Like, hey man, I know that song if that's what you're talking about.
All right, that wasn't a good. I'm trying to think of who was a light skin. Do you remember a Public Announcement?
Of course, yeah.
That was a dark skin group, right?
Whoa.
But I'm trying to think of who are the great light skin groups.
Arrested Development was a light skin group, I would say.
They were a light skin group.
You want to know a funny story about Arrested Development?
Yes.
When I was about, I think I've told this to you before. When I was about 14, I became like pretty religious. Like I actively went to my family and said, I would like us to start going to church. I want to be a church kid now.
Man, you really just thought you were never going to get pussy, huh?
Bro, I went through a complicated little window of being like, I would like to be a man of God now, and made my family go to church and like pick a church and shit.
They listened to you?
My mom, I think, has always identified as a religious person in her head, but wasn't ever making the effort. And then me being like, we should go to church prompted her to be like, fuck yeah. And then she became a church lady for a few years. And
it was your doing.
And it was my doing. And I was like in it. I was in it hard, bro. Like I was there like 2, sometimes 3 times a week, committed as fuck. But, and this is what broke me, the day that we had, it was Sunday school, and the Sunday school teacher lady showed a video that was meant to sort of like be a showing or an unpacking of all the demonic imagery in secular music. And so like, it was like talking about how like this sign is the sign of the devil. And like
this one?
They said all of it. This, it was all just, if you did this, you were saying the devil. If you did this, you were trying to trick everybody into not seeing that you fucked with the devil. You know what I mean? Like, it was all, everything's the devil.
True. Yeah.
And that was upsetting me because everything was the devil. But then the final straw was they got to that John Lennon song, Imagine, where he talks about like, imagine there's no heaven and, you know, heaven and hell are sort of like, you know, all fictions. We are just here together loving each other. So do your best to love each other is the message inside that song.
It's also what Jesus said. And
that they spent like 15 minutes in this video being like, John Lennon's the devil. This is devil music. This nigga's evil. And I was like, all right, bro, if that's what this is, I'm gonna go eat butt. I don't like this.
You don't talk about the Beatles.
I don't even fuck with the Beatles, but I know that's not what that man is saying. You know what I mean?
No, I mean, I think we all had, I feel like you'd be lying if you said you didn't have some point where you had like a little, I had mine, but mine was way later than yours.
Meaning like later in your life?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Mine was probably like, I started comedy when I was 23. So I was probably 21. Yeah, probably 21. Yeah. You know how I know? I was 21 and what got me out of it was I got in a fight. I got drunk and got in a fight on my 22nd birthday.
Fuck.
And I didn't want to tell my church friends about it.
God damn.
Yeah.
You're like, I can't have these righteous niggas holding me accountable. I'm out.
Yeah, I don't want to go back out to tell them that I got in a fight in the street like an idiot.
And they're gonna think I'm worse than I am. And they're right.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it was a fluke. I'm not like a fighter. It was, you know, yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Like, I'll just keep sinning then if I can't.
Yeah, that's really what it was. I was like, well, I'm already here. Give me another.
Somebody pass the Cavassier, which is in fashion right now.
Yeah. Well, we would play the song, but we would definitely drink E&J while we were listening to it. It was
sure. Yeah, no, I don't remember once ever listening to that song and in fact drinking Cavassier. It was always this just came on and I'm already drunk off
some type of brown.
Yeah, vodka sodas. So
well, you were a Kraken guy, if I remember correctly.
I was a Kraken man, but that was later in my life.
That was later.
That was when, and frankly, this is even more embarrassing. That was when I was teaching high school. I was a full-ass professional educator for the Boston Public City School. You know what I mean? All their shit.
Gone off the Kraken.
Gone off Kraken every fucking night.
I saw Mr. Kerman drinking Kraken in the street. He was outside of
Shut the fuck up, Devin. Shut the fuck up.
I see Mr. Kerman in the hookah lounge.
He had on sunglasses, but it was
at night. Oh man, sunglasses at night are cool though.
That's fucking cool, and I couldn't handle it for a second.
Nah, I get it.
Well, shit. That's that. Gborie, you want to tell the people where they can find you and what cool shit you have going on?
Cool Guy Jokes 87 on Instagram. I don't have too much coming up. January 12th and 13th, I'm going to be at Hilarities in Cleveland, and that's about it for now. But there's some new stuff coming up.
Fuck yeah. And then November 17th and 18th, you can see me at Hyenas in Dallas, Texas.
Yeah.
Buy them tickets. Come kick it. Lil Mamas, I'm calling on y'all to pack that thing out. Make it all fun and sassy.
Yeah, and pack out them little mamas.
Pack out them little mamas. And as always, you can follow me at Langston Kerman. And if you want to send us your own drops, your own conspiracy theories, send it all to mymommapod@gmail.com. We would love to hear from you. and follow the YouTube, follow the Instagram, subscribe, like. But yeah, that's the whole thing. Bye, bitch.
Stay off the damn weed.